Hey, Anthony, that's right. We're going to talk to her in just a moment. I didn't want her to get in these floodwaters over here. If you can, I'm stuck in the stand. If you can call them floodwaters anymore. Oh, gosh. Okay. That's what happens when it floods where there's sand. I want you to take a look behind me, though, because, I mean, this area was battered yesterday. If you were watching our coverage, it was, I mean, wind and rain. You could barely see in front of you, and it was launching sand everywhere. And now, I know there are other parts of the First Coast that are still just, you know, recovering water rescues. But over here, I just thought it looked beautiful, and I wanted to show these dunes because that's really been the story over here, these dunes, and they were wiped out during Hurricane Matthew. This entire area was underwater, and then we had that $1 million dune restoration project thanks to the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers out here rebuilding those dunes and then adding the dunes, as you can see, over these beach access points to act as a barrier, and it worked. We saw the wind and the waves crashing on them overnight, but they held up. So we're going to talk to Mayor Elaine Brown of Neptune Beach, and we're so excited that our dunes held up. How do you think everything weathered overnight?
Well, we're so lucky. I mean, when you say lucky, it's kind of, you hate to say it because so many people in Florida are not experiencing the same thing we are right now. We've got electric back on in Neptune Beach. We have the bridges open. We have no fatalities. So we're feeling very, very, very much as though everything went as good as it could possibly do for us under the circumstances.
Mm-hmm. And I know that you guys, don't you work closely with all of the beach communities, with Jacksonville Beach and Atlantic Beach as well? How are they doing, do you know?
Well, our partnership with the three beaches is solid. All of the three mayors and staff, everyone, we want the safety of all the beaches communities. We want to make sure that they're the ones that we're all looking out for together. And then the county has been superb. Mayor Curry, his staff, you know, JSO, our police chief, our managers, our public utilities, everybody, you know, working in here, but also coordinating for the best that we can for the citizens out here. And we really and truly, everybody's doing very well right now, which is, I'm happy to say it to you.
Absolutely. Speaking of that, I think we have some video of people who were out trying to surf this morning. I mean, the waves were massive. I would not go out there, but people were out on the beach, spectators who wanted to just see what it all looked like. Those water pumps were working, so we had utility workers out trying to get the power on, obviously working for Neptune Beach. And how about just the debris in this area? Have we seen a lot of trees down?
We've had a lot of trees down. Trees that, and one thing that I want to tell you that I've been amazed at, we went out very early this morning, did an assessment for safety, and as we were looking at the trees, the ones that were down in the yards had missed homes. They had missed the houses. Last year, you know, we were looking at houses that were crashed into in garages, and so we were seeing a lot of really, you know, fortunate that the winds, how they played, it was good for us this time. We had some down over the roads, and our teams took care of those right away. Penman, we had flooding, and you know, we're waiting for that to subside, but that's only one road right now, and we feel, you know, as though we've got it all under control.
So bridges are back open both ways. Power is back on, at least for Neptune Beach. What about fuel? Are any of the gas stations opening up? Do you know about that?
Well, we can open up now. Any fuel stations, they need electric. So Jack's Beach is open. They've got their electric on, and so does Neptune.
Okay. It must have just turned on. We were over there and didn't have power, so
yeah,
that's great.
some of the areas are. Some are without, and some, you know, have got it. But when you look at the intersections and the lights, you know, signals, we've got them back again. So the police are going to leave that and go and help in other areas.
And, you know, lastly, just tell me, what's next? What happens from here the rest of this week? Are there any major recovery efforts for the beaches community?
Well, you had mentioned schools earlier. They'll be opening, I think, on Wednesday. Clean up in people's homes and yards. That's going to be the biggest thing for us, is debris. And then us helping our neighbors, you know, us helping Jacksonville as much as we can with both police if they need it or anything else. So it's going to be Duval County pulling together and neighbor helping neighbor.
And, you know, one more thing I wanted to mention is this area really has been so fortunate, thanks to the dunes, I think, a lot. But, I mean, downtown, a lot of flooding, water rescues, St. Augustine. So while people are really happy in this area, we have to be mindful. I mean, have you seen some of the other areas?
I've not only seen them, I've been sent some pictures that are astounding to me because I've never seen that. As I've been a Jacksonville resident for most of my life, I've never seen downtown look like that. And as we were waiting for the lights to come on and the bridge to open, they were still evacuating down, in San Marco and other areas. So, again, we'll be helping each other. We've had great partnership with the county, with Mayor Curry and his entire team, Sheriff Williams and his team, and my team here in Neptune Beach, from my police chief and Public Works, everybody. We're ready to help anyone we can.
All right, Mayor Elaine Brown of Neptune Beach, thank you so much for joining us. We're going to keep you guys updated if you want to check back with us in just a little bit. For now, live at Neptune Beach, Shelby Danielson, First Coast News on your side.
All right, Shelby. Glad